Hey everyone, so today I've decided that I'm going to try and make an incense for my car. Not just like those ones that you can buy in the shops, just because that would kind of be cheating, I suppose. But I'm going to try and make a pine resin incense. I haven't really looked too much into it. I haven't really done too much like walking either or anything like that lately, just because it's been bad weather. I've had a job change, which has been fantastic. I had COVID, but like just mildly, nothing too bad. And I've done like loads of new things. So walks are going to definitely be like happening soon. But for the time being, I just fancied getting out today. It's one of those Sundays. It's a bit dreary outside, but I don't want to be inside and just be like bored all day. So I was sort of thinking it would be quite cool to try. So I watched a video of this couple who I'll put a little link on there. Who's awesome. Like they use the pine resin for their van, and they sort of collect it. I thought, well, why don't I just give it a go? You never know. I might find some. I might not find some. If I find some, that would be fantastic because I'll be able to make it. And if I don't find some, it probably won't be so good. I probably won't be able to make it, but we'll do it another time. I really don't mind. So I'm going to head up to a wood, the normal wood that I normally go to, and see if I can find some pine resin. From what I've seen, you don't get the sap stuff. I don't really mind. I don't know. I really don't know what I'm going to do. The plan is that I find the pine resin or the pine sap or whatever it is, melt it down into a little metal tin that I've got somewhere, which I put literally down there because I'm not organised at all. But it's just like one of those little metal tin things. And just collect it in there using a knife. The dog slobbered all over. And then melt it down, and then I'm going to see if I can basically like infuse it. Is infuse the right word? But like soak paracord into it. You gotta be careful because the resin oil, if it gets too hot, it might melt the paracord. So I literally have no idea if it's going to work. I just thought, why not give it a go? And then so once it's soaked up, wrap it around some pine somehow, like a pine stick, or weave it through. I honestly have no clue, but I just fancied doing something different today. So I'm going to head out to the woods and see if it works. Okay, so I've come through trekking in the woods and literally just off the beaten track, about 4 trees in, I found exactly what I'm looking for, or what I think I'm looking for, because I could be wrong, and if I'm wrong, I'm going to have come out all the way to find what could quite easily be bird poo. And I don't particularly want the scent of that in my car. But look, this is the stuff I was looking for. I mean, can you see? There's loads of sap just in there, and it's quite clear. And it's like little water droplets there. And I don't particularly want to get that because it's too gooey. It is just crystallizing. And it's like those little things in like Jurassic Park with the amber. But this is what I'm trying to get. It's like proper, quite like solid and crystallized. And that's what I'm collecting. So I've got a few little bits in there already. And that's the stuff that I'm going to melt down. I'm going to melt that down and soak it into some paracord, and hopefully that will work. But apparently you don't want to get any yellow sap because that is fighting an infection, and apparently doesn't smell so good. I'm not sure. Doesn't really smell at all. But this stuff is still quite yellow, that. But this, I don't poke myself in the face with my knife. Oh, it smells amazing. Here we go, there's another nice bit here. So I'm literally just putting the tin underneath like that. I don't know if I can hold the phone properly. But I'm using my knife. Is it possible? Well, I'll do it this way. Just using my knife like this. And I'd normally have the tin underneath, but I can't with the phone. And just sort of scraping it up. You see it comes off just like in one. I don't want to drop it. Drop that bit. And then, dropping it into there. Simple. Okay, so it's been about an hour now, and I've got quite a little, not too much, but you know, and I've just come across this incredible tree which is just full of the stuff. It's obviously been wounded up there, but it's just teeming with loads of it. Lovely sap. resins and stuff. So that stuff there is a little bit too clear. You can see it's like still liquid, but these bits here, these like nodules that are coming off all the way down, that's what I'm after. And there's clumps of it, just clumps of it all the way around this tree. There's some more bits there. It literally looks like bird droppings. I really hope it isn't. But you can see where it's been wounded, where it's, I don't know, it's been struck by another tree or what have you. But then here it's got these, they're like little jewels. I'm not going to take it from like inside. I'll take those bits there, just those bits that have already solidified. And you can see like here, more lovely lump of it just there, going down the tree. So I'm going to collect all of that. Guys, look, I found a mother load of it. It's dripping all the way down. All the way down. And then there's loads. Look at those. It's absolutely amazing. It's just trickling down this tree. And look at that one. It's like something from another world. This tree is so damaged, a poor little thing. Poor Mr. Tree. And it's like all the way up. Okay, so we've literally found like the mother load of sap accumulated. I mean, you could probably almost like build a brand new car out of it if your car was a sap car. Here we are. There are just bits that you can just cut into, like here. It is so thick and gooey. Look at that. I'm going to get a leaf with that one as well. We don't really want the leaf. That's not going to do us any good. But you can just like cut into it. It is incredible. Just going to get all of it. My sister Verity has come and joined. Yeah. Because she fancied it. Look at it, it's literally like carving away at the sap. I've now got so much. I think I'm probably going to be like flooding my car with this. There we go. Just going to cut into that. There's so much of it. Wow. Oh. it's like cutting into Play-Doh or plasticine. Wow. Look at that. That's Verity's load right there. Oh my days, it smells absolutely incredible. I think we should make like a little morph out of this one. There we go. Okay, I'm back now, and I have been out. I've now been with my sister as well, because she just really fancied coming out to the woods. I can't tell you how nice it is just to get out and do something completely different. Because I was just sat down this morning like, oh, bank holiday weekend, what am I going to do? It's a bit drizzly, you know, it's one of those days, and I thought, well, I'm just going to feel rough if I don't do anything. I get a headache if I don't do anything. So just do something different. And so it's been like an hour since the last update, and this is now full, like absolutely jam-packed full. My sister took the other half and filled that up. We found this one tree which was just, as you saw, it was like a river, like an absolute river of this stuff just coming off like plasticine. And what I've done is I've taken just a little piece of wood, and my plan is probably take the bark off of it. I don't know actually, but I'm going to drill holes through it and weave some paracord inner through it. Maybe some paracord inner, I don't know, just some paracord. I'll do an update later. And then have like a hole going through the middle, and then it will just like hang in the car. We'll see. You never know. It might work, it might not work. Most of the things that I do probably won't work, and I'll end up with a tree growing in my car. Okay, so I'm back home now, and what I'm going to do is open up what we found, just so I can Here we go, and I don't actually know how to hold the camera and do this at the same time. Is that going to work? No, it's not. Well, we'll just do it like that. There we go. So inside, actually can't get the lid off. We got all of that. Wow. All those crystals just from one session of looking for it. So I'm going to put it all into one tin, because Verity, my sister, collected loads as well, as you can see. So I'm going to put it all in there. Oh, it's so sticky. There we go. That's most of it in there. Hopefully it should melt down. It's just full of air, I would have thought, air pockets. I'm going to put that into a frying pan so that there's no direct heat on it. And we'll see. We'll just see if that works. I don't know if it will. I'll just wash my hands. There we go. So it's basically on a low heat there. I'm using the frying pan to transfer the heat into that. So hopefully it will start to melt down. I don't know if it will, but we'll do like a little melty video-y type thing. This time I'm going to record and press the record button. Thanks for that, Verity. So I've now melted it all down and it's in this little frying pan. I'm going to dip the paracord into it and then wrap it around the log, but I think I'm going to drill a hole through the middle of it and maybe some holes like down and under so it can weave through, and then I'll have a bit that comes out of here and a bit that comes out through there, and hopefully that will do the job. Okay. So it's now bubbling away. I've got this paracord that I've got spare. It's been gutted so it doesn't have the little strands inside it, and I don't want to waste it, so I've bunched it all up like that, and I'm hoping it's not going to be so hot that it melts the paracord and it becomes a mix of paracord and sap and what have you, but who knows. Moment of truth. I'm just going to leave that there and hope for the very best. Turn the heat off. Hope that it doesn't melt the paracord. Because if it melts the paracord, well, game over. What's the point?
It's a good technique.
It's called soak it as much as possible. It's also sticky.
Oh.
Wow, so many bits all over it. Probably could have filtered it. I just didn't know how to do that. Get rid of all those bits. There's pine needles. Pine needles are like nice smelling, aren't they?
Hmm.
There we go. So literally just scraping off all the bits, and hopefully it will dry quite nicely. Dry, set, whatever it's going to do. Not quite sure what to do with that. Might just hang it up on here and hope it doesn't drip off. This is like improvisation 101. There we go. There we go. Hope that it soaks in and keeps the flavour. Flavour?
Looks promising.
There we go.
I'm going right. I'm trying to do the massage right now, but I'm not trying to do that yet.
Oh my days, it is so sticky. I just let it stay there. There we go. Oh, it's proper dried. It's like sugar. There we go. If anyone says that I can't do that special sugar glazing stuff, well, that will tell you different. I think I might have ruined that saucepan.
Yep.
Oops. So I'm going to let that just set while I drill a hole through that and maybe some holes and it smells amazing. And I think the plan is to just weave it through and up and down, or something like that. Hopefully it will be okay. Okay, so I've kind of hit a bit of a roadblock in that I don't have any drill bits, which I thought I did. Either that or they're lost and I can't find them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick a nail in each side, or a screw, and I'm going to actually just wrap around the paracord. And Verity's suggestion was to get it so while it's sticky, wrap it around, and then it should be able to just hang like that. Hopefully that would be okay. So I'm just going to sand this down because it's like full of moss and bark and what have you, and then we'll give it a go. Okay, so after having dropped it in the water, I've sanded it down. You can see it hasn't got the moss around it. The reason I got rid of the moss is because I thought, well, if it gets in the car and it's going to be warm in the car some days, I didn't want the moss to particularly fall down and drip off into the car, so that's that bit. I'll dip this in again, because this is totally solidified. It does smell nice, so that's the point of it. So we'll get that warming up again, because that's gone thick like concrete. Oh, it's like a omelette of goo. It just smells so good. Oh, wow. Right. There's that. Pop that into there. That's quick. Perfect. It's not even wonky. Look at that. It's like symmetrical.
Yeah.
If you do it like that. Right. So the plan is going to be to wrap the gooey bit, the infused bit, around here, and then just go around like that to the other side as much as we can. But it has crystallised in that time, so Verity suggested do it whilst it's tacky. It's not very sightly at all.
It could have been.
It could have been, yeah. Thanks for that.
Yep. Anytime.
Right, there's that side up there. Oops. And there's that side there. Oh, smells amazing. I might actually try doing it in like melting it into some of that stuff and then sandwiching it between cardboard or something one time.
Yeah.
And then that should just hang like that. We
Yeah.
hope. Well, there. We use it as a kitchen one for now. And then it's also renewable, hopefully, because once if it loses its scent, I can just do it again.
Mm. Did you burn yourself?
Really? There we go. It's just sort of dripped down.
Mm.
Okay. So that's it. Well, you know, for the fact that I literally just thought about that in the morning and thought, can it be done? The answer is not beautifully if it's done by me. But I really do care less. If I had the drill bits, the plan, and I might do this next time because I've got plenty left over, is I'll go buy a drill bit and then to drill through the middle of this and then drill holes in there, and then sort of weave the paracord through like that, and then do it like that. But you know, I could do a video for that, but like, it's the same thing. It's just about the infusing process, and listen to Verity's advice
Every time.
every time. Yeah, just make sure it's all like seeped in, and you wrap it around whilst it's warm. Otherwise, it's like a crystal and it snaps. So yeah, there we go. It is possible. It's not pretty, but if you fancy giving it a go, that's the process.